So, on a ferry. Going to France and driving down into Spain to film a music video for a girl called Katy Hurt and her band. There.
That's the Dover.
That direction. Well, France. It's gonna be mad. The guys have got a Jeep, whole bunch of musical instruments and fake money and a whole whack of stuff. So I don't really know what to expect, except a lot of nibbling with this guy. And last night I flew into London at like 8 o'clock at night and we haven't slept since yesterday morning. And it's now the next day. I don't know what's happening anymore. There's 2 cameras going on here. And I'm trying to do stories and this. He's trying to do stories and this. What's he doing? Let's take a look at what Mr. Say's doing.
You're not making this easy.
Very
You're not making it easy.
Okay, so because we've got a UK car and we're driving in Europe, there's certain rules you have to abide by, especially driving in France. One of those rules is you've got to have a GB sticker on the back of the car. It's Ryan's drone. Now this one's kind of new to me, but obviously you're driving on the other side of the road, so you've got to have these stickers over the lights to stop the beams from shining into the oncoming traffic.
Left or right? Should we put on both sides? No, this looks shit.
Alright, so we are changing vehicles. This very pimp Jeep. Whoa, I'm stuck in a seatbelt. Okay, soft top. This is one of the longest drives I've ever been on. This is Steve. This is his Jeep. He's doing driving. He's a legend. So here we are. This is the villa. It's like southern France, kind of middle of nowhere.
It has a pool.
I mean, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad. I'm not complaining with a pool. Not at all.
That fucking thing's not going in.
It's going in. I mean, what are you talking about? The 6300 is waterproof.
What? The A6300 is waterproof. Right.
Not a bad way, innit? I needed that beer. That was a long, very hot day. Yes.
Hey everyone! We are here in Org, France. We're going to be here for a week staying in this incredible villa to film a new music video and travelling down to Spain to the desert. We've got a little getaway robbery scene that we want to try and capture and some cool driving shots. We've got 2 Jeeps with us and the whole band and the whole crew, and it's going to be so much fun.
It's Ace. I'm super stoked about today. I'm gonna fulfill one of my life's dreams, playing bass in the desert. Can't wait. It's gonna be freaking great.
The story of the video heavily involves my car, which normally just drives around Croydon, but this time it's going to be driving around the south of France and Spain. It's going to get dusty. 4x4ing is going to be fun. Hopefully we won't kill anyone, hopefully no one will fall out. Just don't have that kind of insurance. Getting ready to film the first parts for the Revved Up video. We got 2 days here, then we're down to the Banderas Reales desert, where I'm going to play a bitchin' guitar solo on a cliff. Yeah.
Morning. Day 1 of shooting starts today. Got to do a bunch of shots here inside this house, and there's a whole mix of different things. The girl's called Katy Hurt, and this is basically her and her band. It's a 4-piece band. They're based in London. They play country music. They take you through bits. So one of the first shots we're doing today is this guy, the director. Yeah?
Yeah.
And basically it involves 2 cars. It's the main Jeep, which is the main focus of the band's journey and stuff throughout it all. And then the second Jeep over here. Window that opens up, which means that I'm gonna be driving it while Ryan hangs out the back with the gimbal filming the guys moving. We've hired this villa, so there's this like big long straight road. Cars gonna have to come up and enter the villa, and this is the one of the establishing shots, I guess.
undercarriages, so anything sort of, we want that in the background or that. Focus mainly on Katy getting out.
I'm shooting on this thing today. It's the A7 III. Worked out that this viewfinder works on this. It's for a Canon 650D, but it clips on totally fine. It means it's going to help a lot in the sunlight. We're also shooting on an A7S II, on a gimbal, and then the FS5. Nice. This is not the safest thing we've been doing so far. No.
It's gonna get worse in the desert.
Yeah, this is a practice for the desert, apparently. Would it be a video shoot without a drone?
Never. Tell them when they get to the end of that T-junction.
Yeah. You're approaching a T-junction, yeah, you're perfect there. So far so good. Sun's shining, there's interesting cars. Ryan's got that shirt on. Not a lot to complain about. Woo! Been a good day though. This guy, I have been flat out working, and all this dude does is just drink beers. Why is he? This is his editing desk. Yasmin, if you're watching, this is his editing desk. Beer.
They're not all mine.
God, lies. Lies. Don't listen to him. They're all his. They're still in the pool. This is our setting. Swimming pool behind us. Wheat field. It's very picture of that.
That's sexy beach.
How long have you been in that pool for?
About 4 hours.
4 hours. Hasn't got out of character. Hasn't got out of this lilo, and hasn't stopped drinking alcohol.
Gotta live the life, haven't you?
Someone's gonna have to carry her down these steps. Everyone's packing up, everyone's getting bags in the cars, getting everything ready. This guy's, okay. Well, I tell you, looking after the beer, again, this the only priority?
Yeah. As a director, you know, you need to make sure you maintain a level of clarity at all times.
I'm into the desert today. What? Fuel stop. Like halfway up the Pyrenees Mountains. Woo! It's a serious amount of driving, but it is amazing up here. It's very high though. I'm not going to do the Giro d'Italia. It's too much. It's absolutely pissing it down outside. So we're all in the car. Steve's zipping up the back so the back of our hair doesn't get wet. Cheers, fella.
Oh hell, it's going to break loose.
Here we are. We've been driving through the desert for about an hour and a half, and we are in the middle of nowhere. This is apparently where they film things like Fistful of Dollars, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and it's kind of believable when you see some of the scenes here. This is where this is the village we're staying in. The back lanes and alleyways in here are just full of cats. There's just cats everywhere. Run up and down. Look at this. This is the small little village out, like just on the outskirts of the desert here. A place called REVVED. So our Airbnb's here. We're here for 2 days. I'm not sure what it's gonna be like, but cool village. Wow. Kitchen, dining room, box, living room. This is tight. Goodness me.
It's not quite what I expected.
This is not what I was expecting either.
I don't know why.
This is a pretty small town, so like this place is gonna be tiny, but I just don't think any of us really anticipated how small 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of us. There are literally just 7 beds. I mean, mental. Why is this room so red? What's out here? Oh. Jesus. Oh yeah.
Men with cars and compasses. This is where we are
Is there
now.
anything to get out of the car before we leave in the streets?
What's this about? What's this about?
What's this about? He's
Owlet.
What's what about?
And this is Owlet.
What's that about? Why are they here?
Because they're pillows.
Comfort buddies.
You put your arm in there,
Okay,
and
so
it's like you're fisting a cow.
Gab.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
The nearest
Can I say
town
it makes him horny?
is Luisia, and that's. She said it's.
So a bit of a morning recce today. Checking out some of the spots that we want to try and use for the video, some of the clips. There's bits of him having to make his way through an old Mexican style town. So that's what we're walking around trying to scout something for that. So this is one of the initial scenes of the video where they're outside the shop that they're grabbing the money from and legging it. And then Gab's basically standing outside having a smoke, runs into the shop, steals a bag of cash, runs the whole way down the street to escape. Take a look up here and see what this is all about. Dude, how cool is this? How amazing is this view? This is the town we're in. So today we are in the desert just near Tudela. It's in northern Spain, like a few hours drive south of Bilbao. There's all this like dry sand, there's ants, there's bugs. We're setting up a band shot here where the whole band's gonna play out in the middle of the desert here in the sunshine with all the scenery behind us. It's stunning. So the guys are starting to set up. Steve's got his drums setting up, they're getting the mics and the guitars all ready to go. We're gonna film a couple of sets here, a couple of them times playing, 2 or 3 cameras, gimbal, long lenses, a whole mix of stuff. Check this thing out here. It's like I grew up watching loads of westerns with my dad as a kid. John Wayne films, Clint Eastwood films, and a lot of the Clint Eastwood films apparently were filmed out in parts of Spain, in areas like this, because you have all this scenery, all this mountain range, you know, vastness. You've got these like, check these out. These little watering holes in the middle of nowhere. Like there is literally nothing around for miles, except this little like corral type thing over here. You know, you can imagine all this being used. I mean, not in a Western film. Neither is that. But you get the idea. Heat-wise, we're at about 32 degrees today. It is scorching and we're just non-stop with the sun cream. We've got some driving shots to do, we've got some bands playing, whole mix of different things. It's gonna be amazing. Hot, very hot, but amazing. I kind of feel like Steve gets the non-stop short straw. He drives all day, has to set up this whole drum set, 1 mic stand.
Hey, Coca-Cola! Scotcho!
It's in the middle of the desert. What are you doing?
You're ruining my shot.
My shot? Your shot?
My shot. I'm trying to do this horizontal, dude.
Fuck you. Because I've got the grey one like you, but that one, maybe it's just newer.
I read a part I agree.
It's nice, I like it. It does, it feels...
Is it?
No.
It's all
This is what's happening here.
I think this is the coolest thing I have ever done. Ever.
It's amazing. It is so cool.
There's a bit of slide thing going on with the... all that business.
Nice.
With the little finger.
So me and Gab were backstage after opening for Mac McAnally with our band, and Gab had this idea for this lick for the guitar. We ended up writing this whole song, this kind of heartbreaking lost love tale. And it wasn't actually until after the song when I felt the need to Google NATCHEZ, the town that we had mentioned, and we realised that NATCHEZ is most famous for burning down, and we didn't know that when we wrote the song, so it was like a really weird coincidence, kismet thing going on in the fact that we had written a song about striking matches in this town, and it happened to be that it burnt down several years ago.
I let myself love you too much until it hurt. I couldn't tell where.
We might as well all say that's a rap, except you, who's the clear director of it. Yeah?
Hey, I'll say one.
What's happening?
That's a rap.
That's a wrap.
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 It's been pretty hectic. I'm making some media.
Co-director.
This is my new
Speed, your expert.
yeah.
Look at this. Look at this shit. This is what I'm watching now. This is for drawing inspiration from this nonsense.
What's happening here?
Super crash.
How'd you find the trip went?
So well.
Yeah.
But I'm exhausted.
Too much time in the desert.
Too much time in the car. But no, it was incredible. We have covered 1,600 miles in 4 days, and we have 2 new music videos out of it. I'm super excited about it.
What was your favourite part of the trip?
Watching Gab do a guitar solo on a cliff and driving the Jeep through a ravine.
Nice.
Squinting.
Squinting.
I like to squint.
Being
Squinting like Clint. Not quite like Quint. I mean...
Clinton.
Dare I ask?
Favourite part of the trip?
Right now, the end. No, my favourite part, droning old Slash.
I think my favourite part was hanging out with my buddy Ryan.
Oh, actually, no, that was my favourite part.
Yeah, best men in
their 30s.
What was your actual favourite part?
It was actually hanging out with Ryan, driving the Jeep up and down things. I didn't expect to get the Jeep so dirty. I didn't expect to get inspired by social media either, which was a Dylan thing. So there we go. Ryan and Dylan. My new
Can you
favourite
list the amount of things in your Jeep that got broken?
No.
Hasn't got enough hands.
There's not enough. It's completely fucked.
This man has been looking after the dish situation continually for everybody.
Hey,
Much appreciated.
Total pleasure.
Favorite part of the trip?
Favorite part of the trip? Meeting you guys. All of you. Fantastic. Never forget it.
Got my ring from a pawn shop, $30 cheap. He had no choice, cause while he's looking at me, my baby stole the cash from behind his back. Now we're running from the law on the wrong side of the tracks, and my home is a cheap motel, and we're trying to stay out of jail, cause we were already on parole. And if they catch us now, they'll never let us go. Burn rubber, torn denim like a poster child for a bad boy ever missing stop signs. Those blue lights chasing us all through the night. Baby, you make me wanna push my love round up. Stole a car from a guy who was begging on his knees. Well, Clint has got nothing on me, cause I'm WANTED on the wrong side of a winning streak, and my legs are up on the dash, and my heart is racing fast. We'll drive as far as we can go, and then we'll start all over, and I'll never know. Burn rubber, torn denim like a poster child for a bad boy ever missing stop signs. Those blue lights chasing us all through the night. Baby, you make me wanna push my love round up. I lean over and kiss your neck. I guess we got away with it.